Not only will discipline make you better, faster, smarter, and stronger, the truth and most important thing about discipline is that it sets you free. Discipline is liberation. Hello, all you beautiful souls. Grateful to be connecting with you. My name is Layla Baddar, and in this video, we will dive into the science and truth about how discipline is actually freedom. And I will share with you 3 tips to make self-discipline a very part of your nature. Now make sure to stay tuned till the very end because I also included a bonus brain technique to help you make positive self-discipline choices so much easier. Let's get started. Anything we want in life, whether that is a great career, our dream body, or to live in our purpose, it takes self-discipline. Motivation is great, feels so good, right? When we're on it and we're getting downloads and we're just on fire. But the thing about motivation is that it's fleeting. Don't get me wrong, motivation is a good thing, but we can't always rely on it to be there. Self-discipline is about leaning into resistance, taking action in spite of how you feel. It is about living a life by design, not by default. The good news is discipline is a muscle, a mechanical, neurological system that is strengthened through repetition. Discipline is not inherent. It is a skill. And thank God for that, because I used to be the polar opposite of self-discipline. I would even go as far to say I was one of those people that thought it was rigid and restrictive. And boy, was I wrong. It is complete liberation and it sets you free. Even today, of all days, filming this discipline video, I did not feel like it. I've been feeling kind of sick and a little bit down. So I had to flex my discipline muscle to come on here and get in front of the camera. And now that I'm here, I feel so much better. But it took the discipline to get me to take action in spite how I was feeling. And that, my friends, is the true magic and liberation of discipline. Does anybody else struggle with self-discipline? Let me know down in the comments. The key is knowing what we're dealing with here. You gotta exercise that muscle, make it grow, and make it stronger. So how do we do that? Well, science is now showing that we can target the part of the brain, which is the prefrontal cortex, which is actually responsible for cognitive thinking and decision-making. So we can target it by making intentional, conscious decisions. Just a warning, this will make you uncomfortable. It's not familiar, so your brain is like, whoa, whoa, whoa. But the more that we do that and make those intentional decisions and exercise the brain in that way, we are then creating the neuroplasticity that it takes to hack into the basal ganglia, which is where all the automatic responses and habits live. And after doing that enough, usually after 21 days, it becomes a habit and you don't even have to think about it. And that also ties into the epic nature of discipline's best friend, consistency. I highly encourage you to check that video out, as the two together are where the real magic happens. And I left that for you here. So this will look different for everybody, but I encourage you to try it out. Every time you consciously get out of bed when you don't feel like it, you are exercising that muscle. Or it could be the opposite, and the discipline could be to actually get rest rather than running yourself ragged. This could also be having 1 glass of wine rather than the bottle, or a salad instead of a cheeseburger. It's gonna look different for everybody. It is our birthright to live from the lens of our higher selves. And self-discipline is the way to do that. But it's a lot easier said than done to just go, poof, I'm disciplined now. So I am going to share with you 3 tips plus the bonus brain technique at the very end so that self-discipline becomes a well-oiled machine and such a natural part of you that you can go and live the life of your dreams. Number 1, get comfortable with the uncomfortable. For this is the only way that we grow. Challenge equals change. Think about a baby for a second. Imagine after crawling, they started to walk. It's hard, it's uncomfortable, it's different, it takes practice. Imagine if they just gave up, threw in the towel. Remember that your brain is just doing its job. But just like the baby that keeps on trying to walk, we actually have the power, and it is our job to override that system. Funny enough, the paradox is, the more that you go towards the discomfort and lean into it, the more you create a comfortable life. Which brings us to number 2, the pleasure-pain switch. As humans, we are naturally wired to go towards what gives us pleasure and stay away from what brings us pain. So the key here is that we flip the switch on what feels bad and what feels good. Not to the point of berating yourself, but associate so much pain to the not so good disciplined choices that are holding you back. And on the other side, associate so much pleasure, almost ecstasy, with your good self-disciplined choices. Acknowledge yourself and feel so good when you choose to eat that salad, or when you choose to go to the gym, or when you get through it and you shoot that video on discipline. And then we have number 3, keep your eye on your why. It was Viktor Frankl who said, "He who has a strong enough why can bear almost any how." And what he is saying here is that when you have a strong enough why, a strong enough purpose, any how or any of the excuses naturally fall away. So don't focus on discipline itself. Focus on why you're being disciplined. Is it to feel good in your body, to make a difference in the world, to help your family, to have financial freedom? Whatever that why is for you, it is just perfect. Supercharge that why with all of your love, all of your focus, all of your attention, and I guarantee it will carry you through anything. And now, without further ado, it is time for the bonus brain technique. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! This one is from Mel Robbins, and it is so freaking good. It is said that we have about a 5-second window before the brain tries to talk us out of doing something or making a bad decision. So we gotta act fast. So anytime you are faced with any sort of choice that you're on the fence about or you're not feeling like doing it, simply just count out loud. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! And do it. Don't talk yourself out of it. Don't try to make excuses, just do it. Trust me, try it. You'll thank me later. Let me know down in the comments after you try it. I use this practice constantly now, more than I care to admit, and it has been an absolute game changer for me. Discipline is the way, my friends. And remember, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. Thank you again for all your love and support with this adventure, with your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. I'm truly the happiest and most disciplined I've ever been in my life. With love, from my heart to yours, I say bye-bye for now. See you soon in another video.